Have you ever accidentally confessed to cheating during a couples therapy session meant for your neighbors? My wife Jenna and I lived next door to Rob and Heather for almost 10 years. We weren't super close, but we'd wave when we saw each other and sometimes get invited to their barbecues. Normal neighbor stuff. Then one night, Rob knocked on our door looking really stressed. He asked if we could do them this huge favor and sit in on a couples therapy session. I thought he was joking at first, but he explained that Heather was too scared to go alone and wanted people she trusted nearby. The therapist said it was okay to have a neutral couple just sit there and not say anything. Jenna immediately said yes because she's always trying to help people. I thought it was weird, but whatever. If our neighbors needed support, I guess we could do that. So we show up to this office and the therapist introduces himself as Dr. Daniel Miller. Nice guy, seemed professional. He explained how everything would work and that we were just there as moral support. That's when Jenna tried to lighten the mood by saying, "Well, at least I won't be the one confessing to any affairs tonight." Everyone laughed awkwardly except Rob and Heather looked like they wanted to disappear. But then Dr. Miller looked right at Jenna and said, "Well, some people never stop cheating, right, Jenna?" The room went dead silent. I looked at the therapist, confused, then at Jenna, who had gone completely white. Rob started yelling at Heather, asking if she set this whole thing up on purpose. Heather swore she had no idea what was happening. That's when I realized this therapist guy looked familiar. Really familiar. And Jenna was just sitting there frozen like she'd seen a ghost. "Wait, what?" I said, turning to my wife. "How does he know you?" Turns out Dr. Daniel Miller was Jenna's ex-boyfriend from college. The one she always said didn't matter and was ancient history. But clearly it wasn't that ancient. What followed was the most insane 2 hours of my life. Jenna broke down and admitted that 3 years ago during a work conference, she ran into Daniel at the hotel bar. One thing led to another, and they spent the night together. She swore it was just one time and that she never thought she'd see him again. I couldn't even process what I was hearing. My wife of 8 years had cheated on me, and I was finding out in front of our neighbors during their therapy session. Rob and Heather were just sitting there watching our marriage explode in real time. I got up and walked out. Didn't say a word to anyone. Just left and drove to my brother's house where I stayed for 3 days straight, refusing to answer Jenna's calls. When I finally came home, she was waiting for me with tears in her eyes. She begged me to talk to her and promised she'd do whatever it took to fix things. I told her the only way we'd talk is with a real therapist, someone who hadn't slept with my wife. The crazy part is that disaster session actually helped us in the long run. We spent months in real therapy working through everything. Jenna had to earn my trust back day by day, and it wasn't easy. But we didn't split up even though I thought about it constantly at first. Rob and Heather weren't so lucky. Rob was convinced Heather had planned the whole thing, knowing about Daniel and Jenna's history. She swore she didn't, but he didn't believe her. They separated within a month and sold their house.